All right, so now I've made this live, and I've centered up that edge. I've centered up that edge by using the scale tool. Let's go ahead and start to form our limbs. So let's grab this edge here, and I'm going to turn on my wings at this point. Edit mesh and edge extrude. Let's switch that little widget there to our world orientation. There we go. I'm just going to bring this all the way out. To the tip of my wings. Scale that down. Bring that in. I'm going to go ahead and hide this now. Hit Alt-H to hide my live surface. And let's turn off the transparency effect. And now let's go ahead and append poly. Hit the Y key to repeat. I'll try to avoid getting tries here, so let me step back one. If we have a try on both sides, that's optimal. That's easy to quad out. There we go, quad out both those tries. Looks like it's snapped in a weird place. Let's try that again. May have to turn off my make live. There we go. There we are. And then let's go ahead and take that end. Still wanting to snap. I do not have my grid snapping on. Yeah, all right. So let's just select vertices. And let's go to well, we can smooth that out in ZBrush, or we could try smoothing it here. I'm going to go ahead and use the Sculpt Geometry tool. Let's bring up the option box. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the Relax function. And see how that does for us. It's going to bring a brush size down. I'm going to change my max displacement to 0.05. And if that doesn't work, let's try another strategy. Use the scale widget again. I'm going to even these all up. And I just want to space this out in a nice shape. And ultimately, we're not really going to be seeing a whole lot of this because we're going to scale it down. I just want something that's not hideous right here. So I'm looking at spacing on the interior here, then I'm also looking at spacing all the way around for all these edges. I would like all these edges to be equal. Pick walk over here. There we go. Let's bring back the wings. Display show last hidden. There we go. Let's turn back on our transparency. Close that up and close all that up. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop in an edge loop, a single edge loop for the joint here, the first joint in the wing. And I'm going to want one right here because there's another joint right here. I'm going to scale down the tip of the wing here. Grab the center. Make sure we have all the verts and bring that down. Let's bring it out back to the tip of the wing. I'm going to grab this entire, not that. Let's go ahead and lock this into a reference mesh so we don't select it again. There we go. Now let's take this entire edge. There we go. Bring it back and scale it down. Let's look from the top. Let's even it out. There we go. All right, then I have a minimum of 2 extra edge loops I need to drop in here so that I can form the motion that needs to happen in that area. Before I do that, I'll want to delete my history. Alt-Shift-D. All right, so 1 edge loop here and 1 edge loop here. Down at the base of the wing, I'll want another edge loop here. And these are just so we can animate the wing properly. Now looking at how this wing is going to bend, so it's going to fold in this way. I need to account for the compression that's going to happen here and the expansion that's going to happen here. So the way that we do that, and that's really more, it's a rigging concern, but we want to make sure that we have this expressed in the model, is we're going to take this edge, Holding down Control, I'm deselecting. Let's turn off our reference meshes. So I'm going to deselect half the edges here in the front half. On this back half, I'm going to use the slide edge. Or I can move it freehand. Let's just move it freehand. Or use quad draw. Always want to go back to the older tools. Here we go. So let's grab these edges. I'm going to make our wing live just to make this easier. There we go. Now let's go to Mesh Tools, Quad Draw. And let's just bring this out. So the idea is, since we're going to have compression in the back there, we want to leave enough space in the geometry between the center one to account for the compression that's going to occur. Does that make sense to you guys? While this is thinking? Okay. Thank you, Marcos. This spinning wheel is also reminding me to save, since I haven't saved in quite a few minutes. There we go. So let me save here. And I'm going to save as new version. My ASCII. There we go.